So previously I did a little short review on the GSG 5, and one of the main complaints that I had with it from the very beginning of buying it is the kind of cheap plastic nature of the forearm and also the stock. Particularly the stock, as I showed in the other video, it really had a bad wobble to it. And so I decided to do a little project today, and I wish I would have recorded the process, but I didn't. Basically what I did is did what you would do to bed a rifle into a stock, but I did it with the stock here. So I have it unscrewed just to show off. But basically what I did is I took and I masked all around the opening here to the stock, and then took an exacto knife and you know, cut it out, and then took some car wax. Normally you can use floor wax, but I took this car wax and just took it on my finger and put it, you know, sort of over where the masking was as well, and just kind of on the edge here so the glue wouldn't stick. And I used a JB Weld 2-part epoxy. You can, I don't know how well you can see in there, but basically caked it in all the parts where I thought it was going to kind of fill it in and help it get a better fit overall. And then also kind of left it out of the places where I thought it was going to, you know, get sticky and you know, create a problem when I was pulling it off. So one of the areas I did was right here at the bottom, and then also on the sides. I steered clear of the top. The reason for that is, when you look at the GSG 5, it's got this little trough here as well as a bolt that goes through. I didn't want to get anything in there. Obviously that would create a problem for removing it. Also down here you've got a little bit of a reservoir around there. What I did is I just filled that in with the wax, as well as this hole here for the screw at the top. So any place where I thought it could get glue behind and get caught, I went ahead and filled in with wax, and then I took and I just waxed all the surfaces on the outside and on the inside of the action here, so that it wouldn't stick. And I put a pretty healthy amount on there. Don't know how much is really necessary. But also when you bring the bolt back, there's a couple of pins in there. I don't know if you can really see those pins. If I close the action, maybe you can see them. See them drop away there. I went ahead and pushed them out and then put some masking tape down inside to kind of keep anything from drizzling down into the action itself. But so here you can see a little bit better where the epoxy went in and filled in these two troughs right here, and then also right here is really, it was a side to side that it was very sloppy. And then I went in and filled into the bottom to take any slop out of the up and down. And then also over here on this trough, as you can see. So filled that in, tried to clean it up as best I could out here, and like I said, having the masking tape and some wax on there really helped to be able to clean that off. I used the 4-minute set JB Weld epoxy 2-part. Mixed it up here on this piece of cardboard with an old pocket knife. I make sure I mixed it real good, and then just applied it with the pocket knife inside, being careful not to get it into the bolt and whatnot. Also, the little bolt that's used to fasten the stock onto the rifle, I went ahead and coated that with the wax as well. As you can still see, there's some left on there. And then also this, just so it wouldn't get any epoxy in there and then get stuck. I did happen to get a little bit inside of the hole here while I was applying it, and I went ahead and, right in there, went ahead and cleaned that out while I was applying the epoxy, just to make sure I didn't get a bad seal. And some of it did drizzle down, and I went ahead and cut that away, anything that wasn't really doing anything, serving any kind of a purpose. So anyway, now that that's done, it fits really solid. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So there you go. So here we are once again. I'm going to go ahead and slide this baby on here and show you the improvement. So even without even being bolted together, you can see there's really no play in that at all. Well, there's a very, very slight play if I really get on it, but I'm certain once I put the bolt in and get it secured as it should be, that sucker is going to be nice and solid, much, much better than it was from the factory. So here's the finished product. I just went ahead and put the bolts back in it, and I am so pleased with how it turned out. It is just as rigid as can be. I mean, I can really torque on that, and before it flexed a lot, and it's nice and solid now. So I'm real happy with how that turned out. Any questions, go ahead and make a comment, and I'd be happy to get back to you.